Right. So, like, are you like that because of what T. Higgins brings to the table, what you bring to the table? Is there any extra motivation for you to kind of like show what you can do?
Not really. Personally, I don't really get into that. I just try to play good technique every time, and then I feel like if I play good technique, the results are always going to be my favor.
You think you should have won the third board?
So we got to speak on that later.
I got you.
Speak on that later, man.
I got you. Thank you.
Is this the best group of receivers you faced this year? Like, how do they compare to Michigan, for instance?
I think that they're really they're better down the field a little bit. They high point that ball really well. They're just really good playmakers. So for us, it'll be about playing great technique, line of scrimmage, disrupt timing, and I would say just not doing the same thing every single time.
So what is it for you then? Just the individual matchups this game. What does it mean for you going against such a group like this and a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence?
I think it'll be fun. Just get a chance to go against a team that's that talented. You obviously want to see how you compare. But for me, I haven't really been just diving myself into that battle because at the same time, it's like the whole year I've been going against our offense. So it's like it just basically just gotta don't get myself too into it.
But this will also be a pretty good opportunity for BIA, would you say? Like, and so how much have you guys talked about that, or do you even need to?
I don't think we need to talk to him. Like, I think that we always feel like what's understood doesn't need to be explained. So we know what's at stake as far as our unit and what we set out to do this year. And we know that will be a key part in winning the game on Saturday.
And then Travis Etienne, really good running back, maybe one of the more underrated guys. What have you seen from him in film, and how much do you have to be aware of him breaking free while you're down the field or something like that?
I think the biggest thing with him is just like as I watch the film, he pops out just because he's making catches out the backfield. And a lot of running backs that when I watch film previous teams, I don't really see running back a lot, but with him it's just like kind of recurring trend of just always seeing him catching those passes out the backfield. So I know with the front seven, they try to be really detailed in what they do, limiting his big playability.
How exciting is it for you as a corner going into a game like this where you know you're going to be going up against guys who are considered to be a couple of the best wide receivers in the country?
It's pretty exciting, just looking at it as a challenge. I'm anxious to see what I can do against them. I know a lot of the guys in secondary are. I was talking to Sean and Damon last night. They were just really excited, ready for this moment. Like it's a big chance to show what BIA is capable of doing.
Those are guys they're talked about as maybe potential future first-round NFL draft picks. You're talked about in that same regard. Do you view this as a chance to kind of prove just how good you are?
No, I don't look at it that way. I mean, I feel like things I've done in the past kind of validated where I'm at right now. So I think it's just about going out there, don't get too sucked into the moment, but be ready for anything and just follow Coach Hafley's plan, Coach Madison's plan, and we'll be just fine.
What are the things that you feel like you have to do as a corner to have success against these receivers?
Eliminate the big play. Their offense is really capable of scoring the ball a lot through the big playability. So I think our defense has been at its best when you see teams not be able to get the big play.
What have these few weeks of practice been like? Just how well do you feel like this team has progressed in the whole practices that you've had?
I think guys have been able to get healthier. Young guys have been able to develop more. You've also been able to kind of just sit back and like that last 3-game stretch was really strenuous on the body and mind. So I think we've just been able to take some time off and then regroup and come back with stronger mentally.
Obviously, Damon and Sean were both battling injuries. Are they looking good out there?
Yeah, definitely.
You mentioned you guys haven't given up many big plays this year. Why is that? Is it just because the coverage, or what's the secret to what you've done?
I think we're just so detailed in what we do. Tackling, guys swimming to the football, and then the pass rush obviously is amazing. So we try to follow it up, having good secondary play in the back end.
So is Chase Young an honorary member of the BIA?
Nah, he got to stay on his side of Rushman. He got to stay on his side. BIA, strictly BIA.
With T. Higgins in particular, what stands out about him on the field?
His catch radius, really track the ball down the field. I would say he's kind of like a basketball player, shoulder pads. So it's just about being violent with the ball, violent attacking the ball down the field.
Do you enjoy these matchups against another potential first-round pick and kind of seeing what you stack up against?
Definitely. I mean, I think anytime you have a chance to sharpen your iron, if you're a competitor, you look forward to it.
Obviously,